Quick snap. Breeze. Pass is incomplete. No flag for Tommy Lee Lewis. Nickell Robey-Coleman delivered a hit. And the two officials talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
Well, if Nickell Robey-Coleman plays the ball, it's an interception. It's probably going the other way with it. I mean, the ball's on the other side of Robey-Coleman, but that should have been a penalty. And John Payton is justifiably upset.
Cashner's 1-0 delivery to him. Torres drives that ball center field, hit deep. Going back near the wall. Wilkerson, maybe. Nope. Goodbye, home run. Get him out of there. Don't throw to him.
I never seen anything like it.
Put up four fingers.
I've never seen anything like it.
He is just tearing the Orioles apart. That'll make it a 2-1 ball game as he gets his 7th home run of the year against the Orioles. In that ball game, 2 of the runs earned. In the air to right field, Mancini going back on the ball by Torres. Way back, up, and I don't even know. Goodbye, home run. I mean, last 2 at-bats, he's hit home runs numbers 11 and 12 on the season, and now has 10 home runs against the Orioles this year. Just amazing. So Torres continues to write this unbelievable story against the Orioles.
Gilmore to shoot a 3, and he makes them pay. Joel Embiid. Whoa, man! There's that Bledsoe! He just whipped the ball at Embiid! Oh, my! He just fired a ball. Budenholzer in the face of Eric Bledsoe. He's got to be tossed out of here. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I have not seen a violent act like that in years. Get him out. Unbelievable. He hit Embiid right in the face. He threw it from 20 feet away.
Comes Rantanen. Penalty coming up here against Schmaltz, and the Coyotes touch up. I don't know.
So soft. Really? 3-on-3. I wanted to see more of that. And there's no way.
Arizona number 8, 2-minute slashing.
No way Rick Tocchet is happy with this call. What they've let go in this game, and you call that in overtime. And here's the Phil Kessel breakaway. And Johansson a save. That's a second breakaway of this game for Phil Kessel. And then here's the penalty. Little slash there on the hands that knocks the puck away from Rantanen. I mean, I can't remember the play, but we saw one earlier on the Coyotes.
Yeah. Overtime.
Put the whistles away.
Yeah.
Wideouts to the left, one to the right. From the shotgun, Brooks pumps, throws down the near sideline to Stallworth, and Stallworth tries to get away from some people and does to the 38-yard line. He needs a block. He needs a couple. Then they're going to lateral the ball to Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis tries to stay alive. He'll lateral it to Deuce. Deuce needing help. He laterals across the field, and the Saints are going to take it in with Pathan. If this is legal, they've done it.
No.
Jerome Pathan diving into the end zone.
I mean, you can't tell me that I just witnessed what I just saw take place.
All sorts of incredible plays along the line for the Saints to stay alive, pending the extra point by John Carney.
And he
No! He missed the extra point wide right. Oh my God, how could he do that? This one is over as John Carney misses his first extra point of the season.
Owen Worth is plunked on a 3-0 pitch, and that causes some hard feelings.
Boy, that was obvious for you folks at home. And you hear me all the time say, you know, that wasn't intentional. Well, this one was intentional.
Well, why would Frank Francisco be throwing at Jason Worth?
Because he's a fool. That's why. Can't say it any more than that. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Base open, behind in the count, nails him in the back. You know what that does? Gets one of your players hit in the next inning. Should put him up the bat next inning.
Hole in a drive inside. Can't get it. Final seconds ticking off. Zion
Yeah, but you know what? Highlight reel, whatever. You don't do that.
Yep.
I mean, so I understand that, but you don't do that. These guys have an unwritten rule. And Zion wants to showboat at the end when the game's over.
Coming up, I believe. Or not. Let's see.
You know what? I don't think they touch him. I'm going to tell you. I think he missed the puck. The referees have got to get together here. I think he just didn't catch it. Watch him reach up for it. He's going to miss it, and it catches him right in the face. Oshie never touched him. And you remember, you go back to the Boston series, a 4-minute penalty was called on Pasternak for high-sticking Hedman, and he high-sticked himself. He just missed it. I know the stick is up there, and the referee sees the stick, but there's no way that he sees contact. There's just no way. That's a tough one to swallow, but they're not going to change it.
You know, we hate to harp on the refs sometimes, but tonight they deserve to get harped on, because the rinky-dink ticky-tack calls that they called in the first period, like this one right here, hits the pad, doesn't even hit the stick. He gets called for a penalty, no scoring chance. I mean, how can you call that a penalty early in the game, in such a big playoff game, and then in the third period, you have a chance with the most dangerous player on the ice to score a goal to tie it, and the slash is right on the hands. Watch this, right on the hands of the most dangerous player on the ice, Marchand, right there. And that's not a slash. That is the definition of the new slashing rule. Even Marchand looked at it. Then you have a cross-check by Girardi. How can none of these be called at the most crucial part of a hockey game in the playoffs? It's unacceptable. It's got to be better. It's too inconsistent. And if they don't, there's going to be a lot of complaining, not only on the ice, but...
Receivers right. Here's the snap to Wilson. Extends the play. Backpedals to the 40. Looking, still waiting, yet as he lets it go into the left side of the end zone for a jump ball. And is it caught in the end zone? Touchdown!
Oh, you gotta be
my
kidding.
goodness! Golden Tate.
They gotta look at it, don't they?
It was caught simultaneously. Caught simultaneously. The officials motion touchdown. Here's the call. After further ado, the call on the field stands. Touchdown.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's unbelievable.
That is terrible. I didn't think something could be called worse than the Sam Shields interference.
Plate like everybody's holding hands and saying kumbaya. I don't get it.
A strike to Shaw.
Something about that sticks in my craw. 7-0.
Curry with the floater.
I mean, okay, he's got 50. Is it really that big a deal?
Obviously.
I mean, you've won championships, you've been an MVP, you're going to the Hall of Fame. What's the big deal about getting 48 or 50? I don't get that.
McAvoy tries to flatten it, finds Krejci. He gets tripped by Zacha. Obvious trip, and because it's on a power play, the refs put the whistles away. I mean, if refereeing is under scrutiny, look at the last 20 seconds of this period.
And you can see David Krejci has the same exact emotions that you have, Jack. I mean, the Bruins got a great opportunity
that
right
is
here.
Tripping.
That's a trip by Zacha, uncalled. I mean, there was a situation where Bergeron got a high stick in that game against the Islanders when the Bruins were on a power play. Could have been a 5-on-3. That went by the boards, too. So a critical non-call at a critical time in the hockey game where every little play matters, because every game is a one-goal game against these Devils.
John McIsaac has his ears chewed off by David Krejci, and rightfully so. Billy and Razor join Dale in the studio to yell about this for the next 18 minutes right after this.
So Sanchez looking at a 3rd and 6. And we get a whistle. And
Some Nudnik running downfield.
It has been years since I've been covering a game where we've had a moron run out on the field. And it's been a delightful number of years. That is so incredibly stupid.
As I'm sure he will be able to deduce for himself over the next few hours.
Yeah, as he spends it in jail, which is right where he ought to go.
At Citi Field. Pops him up. Gillespie. And now Beckham. And we find another way. Yet another way. That's hard to believe. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth.
Malkin stolen away by Cizikas. Casey Cizikas shorthanded and alone. He lost it, and DeSmith able to cover it up. A little tap from Gensel on the back check disrupted Cizikas on the breakaway.
Yeah, right away he looked at the referee and wondered why that wasn't a penalty. Take another look. Cizikas puts pressure on Malkin, and he just buries his head and just goes as hard as he can go. And that's a penalty, Brendan. That's a penalty. I can't believe that. Not only was it a high stick, it was a slash. I can't believe the referee didn't call that. And Cizikas has every right to be angry on that play. That's just a terrible non-call by the referee.
Right on the right arm. Cizikas talking after the whistle. And you wonder if the referee's a little gun-shy, because it would have been really hard to call a penalty there without calling it a penalty shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And regardless of that, do one or the other. But that's not a non-call. That's just a horrible call by the referee not to do something.
Did he have possession of the ball when he got the 2 feet down? Is that so? You can there's holding onto his leg, and it looked like he still had it there, and then it was coming out. Wow. And so this is a mess. I think the way that the rule states is that it goes back to what was called on the field. They called it a completion. So it's got to be irrefutable evidence to overturn it. And they ran another play, which I've never seen happen in this.
After review, the pass is incomplete. First down, Jacksonville.
Wow. So they say he was juggling the ball. And what Butch Davis is saying right now is we ran another play. And like I said, in the history of replay, Gus, once another play has been run, I have never seen them go back and say we're replaying another play. And I mean, this is serious stuff here in Cleveland. This is a playoff spot potentially on the line.
And it's getting ugly here in Cleveland.
And it's getting ugly here fast.
And now they're going to call the game.
That is the end of the game.
Unbelievable. Now they call the game.
Well, that was the right
48 seconds to go.
Yeah, you got to take.
I think this has been just a fiasco by the referees today.
Well, that was the right call. You got to end the game. If the fans are throwing crap on the field.
Especially when you consider how big of a game this was for the Cleveland Browns. This is ridiculous.
Well, I'll be anxious to hear the official explanation of the way that replay situation came down, because once another play is run, you can't go back.
And these officials really need to get off the field.
And you know what? The fans got to stop throwing crap. We just saw a guy get hit in the head and he's down, split his head wide open. The fans have got to control themselves. People are getting hurt. It's ridiculous. You're only hurting yourselves by throwing stuff on the field.
And the officials are pummeled as they head into the locker room, and Butch Davis is speechless. He doesn't know what to say or what to do.
In front of the goal.
That is a slash. That couldn't have crushed a grape.
Trevor Hansen was the official who saw a slash there. It's pathetic. That is just ridiculous. I mean, you know, I get it. There's an open agenda. Punish Marchand for past sins. I get it. But that is ridiculous. This is slashing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Ben, you'll probably never walk again. What in the name of Billy Smith is going on here? It's a two-hand touch.
Piece of Kelly Oubre Jr.'s man. Mellow ball, and it's an interesting delivery, but you can't argue with 35% on threes.
And his celebration, he's doing 3 fingers to the head like Carmelo Anthony. I know they're both mellow, but come up with your own celebration. Be original.
Bergeron as the Bruins go right back at it. The pass just under Marchand's stick. Anderson down on his front, and they're going to wave the play dead with the Bruins on the power play coming into the attacking zone. I mean, I understand if this is a peewee game or if there's a bone sticking out of his leg, but that is utterly ridiculous. I mean, the Bruins are on the power play. It's the third period of a playoff game. It's a one-goal game, and you're going to stop the play for a guy who's still conscious?
Be a battle for the Sens. They've done it before. And you'll have a look here. Watch the right leg that gets clipped by the skate of Höglander, and that, to me, and creates a serious offensive scoring chance for Vancouver. It's an outnumbered attack. And a call that Pierre Dorion is not happy about. Chabot didn't look happy about it. He looked at the referee when it happened. Everyone expected some sort of call from the Ottawa bench, and they didn't get it. And it ended up being a clear-cut 2-on-1 from a long distance and lots of time for the Vancouver Canucks.
Strome able to move it up to Kaapo Kakko. And Kakko plays it ahead. Got taken down. Penalty called on the Caps.
That's a bad penalty by Dillon. Dillon was in forechecking a couple of times. He's a defenseman. And again, that's the style that Peter Laviolette wants his team to play.
Number 4,
Dillon had been out there and watch him with his right
Number
leg.
24 for New York.
He just throws it out right
conduct.
there. That for Dillon is a bad penalty to take. The Caps had a little bit of momentum after scoring that goal, and then they come back with a good shift. And
wow, Kakko got a penalty as well. He's shaking his head. Kakko was sent in for embellishment?
What?
Oh, David Quinn can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it either.
Oh, that's a terrible call.
Embellishment. There's no way you can embellish this. Watch what he does. I mean, he goes knee to knee.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if that was the younger referee, McDougall, or Wes McCauley, but whoever made that call, that's a bad call.
No, it is. It is.
So it's 4-on-4. Dillon for tripping, and unsportsmanlike embellishment on Kaapo Kakko at 11:59.